Virgo. How to start thy reading. Can you see me? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pull a ruin, see what happens. I feel like my rock just started shaking for no reason when I grabbed the other card. So I was like, okay, would you like me to pull a stone? They like to run the readings sometimes, so let's see. Virgo energy, we're just grounding some energy this morning. It's not really the morning now, it's not afternoon. Here we go, 2. Ruin number 5. Oh, the ruin whore. And ruin number 12. I call number 5 the ruin whore because it likes to come out the most. Can't really see them. My apologies. All right. Okay, so 5 and 12. 5 is travel, rhythm, spontaneous. And 12 is cycles, completion, changes. Somebody just broke a glass. Oof. You could be traveling right now or finishing up some type of traveling cycle. And there's going to be some type of spontaneous change. Maybe when you get home, like maybe you're on the road right now. And you're going to be making some changes when you get home. Oh my man, this old man told me at my work the other day. He came in with all of his golf buddies. They're like 900 years old. I can't even believe they're walking. I'm like, good for you guys. He's like, my wife and I, we're not going to be here next week because we're going to be in Cancun for a couple of weeks. I'm like, okay, you have fun with that, Tiger. So literally you could be traveling right now and you're just watching me on your telephone or your travel tablet or something like that. And something's going to change when you get home. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that would be the grounding energy. Maybe you're an air sign. Yeah, I almost see. I was like looking at this room. I'm like, what do you want? What do you want me to see? But you see how it's 2 chevrons, each going different ways. So it's like you go this way and then you come back this way. That's what I feel. You go one way and then you come back the other way. Okay, what's this about? Ooh, okay, we got the sword and the rose. And love. Love fell in reverse, so I'm not quite sure. Give me one more card. Explain this sword and rose. The Phoenix. Oh, okay, I kind of get it now. So we got the Phoenix and photograph. So you could be on the road right now, literally, and you gain some truth on the road. Like maybe you find something out, and it has to do with something in your past. And I mean, love was in reverse. So maybe you've learned how to self-love. And you come back and what is this sword and rose? Revelation. You honor something. You honor something. Maybe you say you're going to do something and you actually do it for once. And this person's not used to you saying and doing. Usually you just say and then nothing really comes out of it. But now you're like, I need to change something. Maybe you need to learn how to protect yourself more against people who say they love you and they don't. You could attract people because they know you from your past. You might have an ugly past. These people know you and you need to get away from them, and maybe now that you've been away from them, you know how toxic they are, so you have to force yourself to stay away from them, which is why when you come home or when you get home from wherever you are staying right now, you decide to make new friends, new memories. Something about something new, and I think that's why it changes. Like at home, you're willing to make this change for yourself. And I did do a reading last night about releasing a crutch. Maybe these friends are your crutch. You want to have friends, so you lower yourself to their level so then you can have them. Because you don't want it. Maybe you have a problem with being alone and you're used to having people around you all the time, and now you have to learn that maybe the time by yourself is really good, because it's a good time of reflection. It's a good time to just hear your voice instead of everybody else that's around you always talking over you, which sometimes that's okay. You don't have to be the center of attention all the time, but maybe sometimes you do when it comes to your own life. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ho, 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 ho. Father of Swords. Here we go. King of Wands. Chariot in reverse. Ten of Swords in reverse. Ten of Swords. So this is the journey, okay? This is the journey. And under the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. So there is something about you needing to separate from something, okay? You coming to a full clarity and revelation yourself about, and that's what happens when you separate from people. You come to realize the true reason why they want to be around you, right? So the Father of Wands, that's you. So now you've all of a sudden jumped into your fire. You could also be a fire sign, but this is about jumping into your power, okay? Knowing that you're not going anywhere with these people who are lying, okay? They're lying to you, and it's getting you nowhere, okay? You're not like them, you're different. And you might have been like them at the beginning of the cycle, which is why you attracted each other, but now you're not like them anymore. So why do you need to keep people around you if you've leveled up, right? You have to sometimes change your group of friends. And I know that that's hard to do because it's hard to find good people. But if those people change, or if those people decide to cross you, you have to let them go. What are you going to do? Continue to let them hurt you just so then you can have people around you? No, I think you're a little bit better than that. I think you're going to learn that you love yourself more. And although it hurts to end something, what it's going to do for you is it's going to allow you now movement, because the Father of Wands, the King of Wands, needs to move, okay? Needs to stay moving. His words have to match his actions. And if you've kind of reached that point now where you're like, okay, well, I'm talking the talk, I have to walk what I'm talking. Or I'm going to be a fraud. It doesn't really matter what other people feel about you. It's how you feel about yourself. If you feel like you're going to be a fraud because what you're saying isn't matching what you're doing, then match your words with your actions. And it's going to be hard because it's hard to break cycles. It's hard to get away from people, but it's also very liberating once you break that bond and separate yourself. Keep your money to yourself, because also these people, they could also be using you for your money. They could be using you. You could own something and you could own a bar and they're hanging out there all the time and they're getting free booze from you and they're getting free this from you and they're getting free that from you. And it's like, I know you have good memories with these people and you love them. It doesn't necessarily mean that they love you. And what is love to you, right? Anything else? 1 card, 2 card, 3 card, 4. Okay. Let's calm down. Justice. That's this season right now. Son of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They really could be sucking you dry. It's just they do it in very small increments, so it's very small amounts. You don't really notice what's going on. Because then we have the Daughter of Wands and the Son of Wands. So the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands. You have to move your fire forward. I think that's what it's saying. You have to protect your wand. You have to protect what's yours. Because if you don't, these people slowly take everything away from you, and then if you're left with nothing, what are you supposed to do? They're gonna scatter anyways, no matter what. If you have nothing, people aren't gonna hang around when you have nothing. Trust me, I already know this. You can go from one extreme to another very quickly, and there is liberation with justifying this for you. There is liberation in finding the truth. And where something is beautiful, it also can hurt, right? Your friends, you might love these people to death, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're good for you. By you loving them as much as you do, they could be feeding off that energy. They could be feeding off that love. And it's going to force you to get angry. It's going to force you to make a move one day that you don't want to have to do, right? So it's best to just, if you're separated from these people already, it's best to just stay away from them. It's best, I mean, you can make excuses, you can say whatever you want, you can just be point blank honest. Like, are you using me? And see what they say. Like, are you only around because of this? Are you only around because of that? Do you only feel like I have some type of power over you? Or do you feel like this is a power trip for you? Like, is this love? Do you even care about me whatsoever? And see what they say. I mean, I can't always bring in all the energy. I don't know what everybody thinks. I can't say what everybody else feels, but I do know that when the universe wants you to make a move, it's time for you to make a move. Really has nothing to do with what I say. I'm just trying to tell you that there could be things that need to end in order for you to succeed. And they have to do this in this season because it's time. So if this makes sense to you, then accept these changes and do them, because something beautiful is going to end up coming out of it. You'll end up having new friends. You'll meet new people. Things will change because it needs to change. So Virgo, thanks for watching. I'm Moonshine. Peace out.